Welcome to
You're
Tech
fucking
Fever
with
Play, everything's weekly tech podcast where we talk about the tech news of the week, from home theater to smart home to AI and robots and everything in between. Every episode we'll give you our favorite tech picks of the week, best tech steals of the
I
week.
hate you.
And
Why would you not share? Like, how, like, I say, all right, let's get this shit going. And you're like, it's going. The intro is going.
Because I think when you're like, all right, let's go. And then I was like, all right, go. And then Tom was like, all right, we're
Yeah,
going to go.
but like
I
people
thought that was
usually
enough
like, all right,
times.
I'm gonna hit the button to go. I'm gonna hit the go button.
How many times do we have to say, okay, let's go, for you to understand that we're
Fucking
going?
at least once. You know what I mean?
We said it 3 times.
What?
I said it. Tombo said it. I said it again. And then it started.
I mean, yeah.
And then here you go with your yawn in the middle of the intro.
I hate you. I hate you. Wait, and also, why aren't you sharing the screen?
Because we found this out last time. I don't know entirely how, because they updated Discord to share the OBS.
You. There's a button. There's a button.
Look,
right,
we gotta start out.
It literally says share your screen.
Yeah, and we did that. And this is where we are. You know?
No one hit the button. There's only 2 screens here.
No, I know. But I guess it gives you the third screen option, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tombo's working on that right now. If you want to get your question read on air, you can send it into the
Oh, we're still going with this intro, huh?
Yeah, why not? You know what I mean? TechFeverPodcast@gmail.com. I'm your host, Mike Doherty, as always. And alongside me, as always, is a very, very sleepy Kevin Coello.
I just woke up.
This way.
I just woke up.
Yeah, you're real chipper when you wake up. I'll tell you what, you're a real delight.
Do not wake me. You know what I mean?
Paula's
you ever
a real
wake up
lucky
a bear?
girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, came in with the saltiness today. I like it though.
Well, I mean, usually there's a number of things going on wrong.
What, with the show or just in general?
Oh, just in general.
Tom,
how you doing? You figure out how to hit this one button and then maybe 2 more?
No, so it makes it go live. So that's what causes the problem with sharing the screen. So once you share, you click the application, OBS, it'll be like go live. So that's what causes the error with the OBS.
Press go live.
All right, that's what happened last time.
What's the error?
And then click on Kevin. There we go.
That's what happened last time.
What happened last time though? Oh,
what's the error?
Oh,
remember that last time? Oh, I don't know if now that you switched stuff over from different things.
I have no idea. Yeah, no. All right, interesting. Well,
I hate this.
You don't love Tech Fever, man?
Well, it's just like, what's the error? I don't know what the error is. What was the error last time?
Technically, this should have been an after show thing, but you know,
if like I knew we were rolling, if I had any hints of how, like at what point I was so close to just passing out again.
Kevin, don't lie to me. This is your favorite podcast to do out of the week. Don't lie to me. Look how happy he is. Oh, I love it. Kevin, you've been playing with any new tech this week?
I haven't been playing with shit, all right?
All right, great.
I haven't gotten a chance to play with anything. I should have taken that what is it, the VR headset from the office to try it.
Is there really huge significant differences though between like variations of like the headsets? I feel like once you get to that level,
I mean, I feel like there's a big jump between wireless and wired, and a lot of them, you know what I mean? And like, and even then, yeah, I think they're pretty significant. Like how easy and smooth things are to set up between them. That's a big deciding factor, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, no, I but in terms of like the experience, like I definitely do. Wired is the best way to go.
Wait, what?
Like, sorry, wireless is the best way to go.
Okay, I was like, that sounds like the opposite of what. No, I do think like there's a difference between, you know, the Quest with the Guardian system and then Vive with their like crazy pro setup. Especially with the new one there, that's supposed to be so good with the hands, you know.
Yeah, with the hand tracking.
Yeah,
exciting stuff, man. I just want to play more Beat Saber.
But you talked me out of it last time. I was right there. I was like, should I pick it up? And you're like, I don't know.
No, you had it, and you're like, I don't need this.
It seemed like too much. You know what it was? The box was missing the outer sleeve that closed kept everything closed.
Yeah.
And then so I would pick it up and it would just randomly like open, and it was like, this is gonna cause, there's a lot of work.
I love it. Tech. I haven't really been playing with a lot of tech this week. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anything really new. My coronavirus buying spree, I think, is over.
Boo.
Yeah, it is disappointing. But next week I'll be doing the show not in the studio. We'll be doing a little bit more. I'll be doing it remotely from not the studio. So we're gonna see how it goes.
Saying? I'm so confused. Why don't you tell me things? What are we doing next week?
I was gonna talk. No, it's same thing. It's just I'm not gonna be in our studio. Essentially.
Okay.
But we'll run
all
it.
right.
No Tombo.
So you're going home? Is that what it is?
Yes, 100%.
You hang out with your mom a little bit?
Yeah.
Mommy.
All right. Cool.
Mommy. Deals of the week. Deals of the week this week. If you're looking to get a good buy on a TV, the TCL 8 series, the mini LED TVs, they are both half off, the 65 and 75 inch models. So $999.99 for a 65 and $1,500 for a 75. So if you're looking for a really good deal on a TV that does a good job, probably not gonna last you a whole hell of a long time, but it gives you good picture quality. You can get them. I think that's at Best Buy right now. So go check that out. Kevin, you ready to talk some tech?
You see how there's a little edge right here? See that?
I hate him.
Just tell.
Remember he says, when you're rushing me?
That remember I was rushing you. No. I was asking you to share the goddamn screen with me so that I can catch these things.
I was like, hey,
you
Kevin,
see there's a little bit right
trying to make you a little bit prettier, so I can get those edges.
A little bit right there. I don't remember rushing anyone. I remember at some point I was like, hey, so what's going on? And you guys were like, shut up, the intro is playing. That's what I remember.
You definitely rushed Tombo earlier, but it's okay. I
rushed Tombo.
I like the energy we're getting out of everyone today.
Man. Yeah, hit me with that news.
Okay.
Tombo, don't fix it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. The show's already started at this point. I guess we should just leave it like that.
So I don't know. You saw the Fox Sports.
Tombo, I'm fucking lying. Fix it for God's sakes. Yeah, I saw this. Man, sports not dealing with having crowds is very interesting because San Francisco's doing some weird shit too.
Yeah. Well, what's San Francisco doing?
They just got cutouts.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
And that's creepy in its own way.
Yeah.
Humble, for fuck's sakes, fix it.
Well, he's working on it. No, Tombo was watching baseball. I was like, oh, do they have a crowd? And he's like, yeah. And then I cut to the thing. It was all the cardboard cutouts. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like what this is looking
And then
like.
this shit that they have, why does it look like it's PlayStation 2?
Okay, yeah. So, Tombo, do you want to pull up the video?
Yeah.
He's trying
to. He can't figure out how to unlock the thing I locked. Yeah. It's okay. It's locked, Tombo. You have to unlock it to be able to adjust it. Go down. It's the video. So essentially, what Fox Sports is trying out with these with these people lists.
That's it. Full screen. There you go.
Yeah. Can you mute it? It doesn't have to be. Yeah. Thank you. What Fox Sports figured out is trying to do PS2 graphics in terms of getting an audience in there, and it's just really, really unnerving, and it doesn't look great, and it's only in this wide shot.
This is just.
I hear him.
Can't
hear Kevin.
Because you.
There you go.
You have to mute the video. God damn! I don't understand with this show anymore.
I don't know what's happening. I told you I could run it from here.
Don't worry about it. No, so you see this shot right here where it's empty stands, so it's not during everything. I just thought this was interesting that they're trying to.
I think it's so weird that it's not all of the time. When they zoom in, they don't have the technology to actually do it. Behind them. That's weird. Yeah. Why not do it everywhere? Also, I really hope they're not cutting to the empty seats with the digital people. Because I kind of feel like they're going to.
No, they are.
Know?
This is a cut right now. Like what we're seeing, this is them live.
But this is not. No, this is them showing off. Like, look at how well this works.
No, so there's another video. We're doing the wave.
Mm-hmm.
They're cutting to the audience like it was like the normal audience.
You have it on here or no?
Yeah, it's the video below this one, and it's just that one right there.
Now through August.
Yeah, it's unnerving. Look.
Yeah.
This is as they're talking about things. This is like they're trying to treat it like a normal game. Which
that's really weird.
It's just interesting. I thought this was a fun story to add in there, just seeing what they're doing, and the fact that they can't make it look better is also interesting.
Yeah,
with the amount of money that they have.
It's. I feel like with what MLB the Show being such a big game that like looks a lot prettier than this.
Yeah.
Like should they just call Sony up and be like, hey, help us out, we need it, for God's sakes.
You guys do this every year. You guys seem like the experts. So I mean, thought this was a fun story. I thought it was a little bizarre, and the San Francisco thing was wild, like with the cutouts, just so interesting. And think about it, they had to hire somebody to go and like put all those out.
I imagine they had to hire a bunch of people, right? I mean, like those are big stadiums. It's a lot of cutouts.
One guy, $20.
Also, I kind of wish, like, how do we get a cutout put in there? Because like I kind of like the idea of a cutout of me, in just my underwear.
Fine, Kev.
They actually did that.
The sign.
You know that? Like
what?
For some games, they put like some people's pictures, and if you got hit by the ball, you get the ball. That ass.
You could get
that
ball.
Real?
Yeah. So
that'd
like,
be cool.
Like people just take pictures and they cut them on and they put them on there, and if like you got hit by the ball, like they somehow contact you and give you a ball.
Tumbo, did I ever tell you until I started? Well, this changed when I started going to the baseball games all the time because of Hunter. But before that, I had a record of 1 out of every 2 games I'd catch a ball.
No.
I'd been to 9 games. I had caught 4 balls.
Damn. Where do you sit?
Different areas always.
No.
Like whatever the cheapest tickets were, we would always sit and like we would just always catch balls.
I love it. I mean, and the SF Stadium, not to get into sports, but like that stadium, there is no bad seat. Like you have like the super like nosebleeds, and it's like fantastic view.
Yeah,
get the pretty view of the bay. So the first actual piece of news that's actually like really interesting is Google.
I mean, that's tech news too, and I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun piece of news. I put it
fun.
Google,
not today though.
Google reportedly offers Samsung a lucrative deal to prioritize Assistant and Play Store. Kevin, you've been waiting for this. Google is reportedly in the midst of convincing Samsung to prioritize Assistant and the Play Store over Bixby and the Korean company's own App Store. According to Bloomberg and Reuters, the tech giants are discussing a new global revenue-sharing deal that would give Google control over Samsung's devices. Google has apparently been urging Samsung to give the Assistant and its Play Store app more prominence on its devices for quite some time now. Samsung has been receptive, or hasn't been receptive, however, because it has its own AI and App Store strategy. It has given devices dedicated Bixby buttons. And then now it seems like they are starting to warm up to it, just because their sales numbers were way down for like actual hardware.
Real soft.
20% down actually, which is really significant. Like not good.
If you say so, bro.
I mean, 20% is pretty massive.
I mean, 1 out of 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
No, but like this is awesome, just because like I can't imagine the number of people that use the Bixby button in Samsung is significant. Like I really feel like this has been Samsung like, hey, if we keep it there long enough, eventually they'll start using it. To the point like where it's like it's absurd, and like this is I think a really good thing that will bring like one of the reasons I don't like Samsung devices is because they have a bunch of their bloatware and a bunch of like the Bixby button where it's like great, you buy this phone and now you have a button that you're like, well, don't touch that or else you have to like wait for the animation to play before you could swipe it away, you know what I mean? I believe some of them were programmable before. You could change it to do different things. I think on some phones you could actually change it to be the Google Assistant. But like, it's just a company pushing its like platform that I'm sure they had invested a lot of money and it made sense for them to push, and especially with Samsung being such a big part of like the Android market. But like I really hope this moves into a world where Samsung phones become more like just standard stock Android devices.
Yeah, no, I think this would be huge, and I would like to meet anybody who uses Bixby, like as their
No,
like
you don't want to meet
that.
those people. You
Like,
don't want to meet those people. Oh, I love Bixby.
I want to meet somebody who's all in on Bixby. Like that's their thing. Like
Now, if they had mixed Bixby with Bali, so like Bixby, like I mean, you have to imagine the AI, like that would have to be the same one, right? It would have had to been.
It would have
Bixby.
to be Bixby. I would just say put Google in that bitch.
Oh my god, I hope so. I mean, are we ever gonna see Bali come out in real life
next year? I bet you next year.
No, but it was supposed to be this year, right?
No, I think it was just like kind of when CES they show bullshit just to show bullshit, and then it eventually comes to market. I bet you we see it in the next year or two. No, I don't think. No, it didn't have a 2020 release date. From what I remember,
for some reason it did.
But yeah, no, I just want to know where those people are that are like all in on Bixby. Like I love Bixby. This is my like smart platform of choice. I have the little Samsung speakers around my house. Like, could you imagine?
Wait, did they even sell the Samsung speakers? The Galaxy.
It was in one of our news stories. Yeah, it was like the Galaxy Home, and it looks it
was discontinued, identical. Right? Yeah, but or like it never came out. They took it off their slate. Wasn't that like in last week's news story?
No, it wasn't last week's news story. This was like a couple. I mean, at least a couple of weeks ago. It was one in the news where they were like coming out with it. I think it's supposed to be fall.
I thought that they removed it.
Well,
I think they might have canceled that.
Tomo, you want to look that up?
I think because it's a really ugly looking hub.
No, it looks exactly like the Google Minis.
No, there's a different
hub.
Oh,
you're talking about the big ones?
Huh?
You're talking about the big Galaxy Homes?
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen the big Galaxy Homes. I've only seen like the little...
well, that's what I'm saying, because I don't think they ever came to exist.
Should they? I think that's an important question for Samsung to ask. if these should come to market.
I mean, they must have some logistics that prove that, like, that some people use Bixby, right? Because like they put it on everything.
The Galaxy Homes. I mean, that's. I just can't imagine somebody like the way you buy Google stuff, just buying like all the Bixby like crap.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? The way I buy Google stuff.
I mean, you have a new Google. What is it? The Hub Maxes every week. Every week we talk. You point to a new one in the house.
There's one right there, and you can't see the mini right there. But like, I mean, I got them for free or pretty much for free. Remember there was a issue with Home Depot, which by the way, last week there was another issue with Home Depot where they it wasn't an issue. Home Depot had the Nest IQ cams for like $75, which is really cheap for them.
Yeah.
And they were gone after a day. It's the kind of thing you got to be on Reddit for, just checking every single day.
And let me guess, you bought 3 more for the backyard.
No, I missed the thing. I want to buy several more, but by the time I saw it, it had been 24 hours and they were all sold out everywhere. Sucks.
Weren't fast enough. So if this were to happen, right? If like let's say they start using proprietary or not proprietary, they start using Google software and the Smart Assistant and all the things that you love about Google in terms of like the software side in the Samsung stuff. Would you get a Samsung phone? Would you give it up on the Pixel?
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. The Note 20 Ultra that is rumored sounds really goddamn cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, would you get the Fold?
I mean, the Fold is real sexy.
Yeah, I think you get the Fold.
Especially with that like bigger display on the front. Like, when is the Samsung event? That's like
August
next week, right?
Yeah, August
7th.
Yeah, so early August.
I'm excited about that.
Hold on, sorry. Yeah, hold on.
August 5th?
August 5th. Thank you, Tomo. But yeah.
And some of these Samsung devices, like the Galaxy Bud, look really crazy in the like that weird rose gold, chocolate rose gold.
I don't like their designs in terms of like their backs, like the backings of the phones. I'm not a big fan of. But hey, you know, you gave me the big screen on the front of the Fold, and then if they give you the Google stuff, I mean, I think we just both have to get Folds. You know. I feel like that's something we.
If you're in, I'm in, dude.
Yeah.
If they do that, like with like the fact that like I have no idea when a new Pixel phone is coming, I'm just at this point like this guy's barely making it. And I'm so tired of waiting. That if they like come out next week or whatever soon, and they're like that's next week, right?
Yeah,
that's a week from today.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's July.
If they come out a week from today and they're like, hey. Now it's a Google Assistant button, and you know, Bixby's gone off the phone. It's gone.
To be destroyed. You know? It's done. It's canceled.
Here's the Fold.
I
might do it.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. They do that, and then they show me that bigger screen. I think we just have to be like Fold buddies, you know?
Oof, man, those Pixel Buds look real ugly in ear, though.
Yeah, that is the issue, though. But it would be cool if they updated the Pixel Buds to be able to like automatically pair with it, just like on your Pixel. I know, exciting things. I'm excited to see what comes to that event. Probably nothing, but you know, it's
I mean, there's definitely something. Like it's very clear. I'd say that it's the Note 20 is going to be announced. Are we going to get an Ultra variant? Probably, which sounds so cool. An Ultra variant.
Yeah.
From the rumors. It's going to be like a big difference. Like some people are saying that maybe plastic backing instead of the glass. So that would be interesting.
Yeah.
We haven't had a plastic back phone in a while.
It's probably not going to be good. Like, I don't know. I don't like the cheaper feel of plastic. That and the durability is not there either.
Really? I feel like like how many times have I broken the back of my phone?
Yeah, but that's
twice.
you. You're the only person I've known to break their phone like 6 times in a year. You know?
I'm telling you, the Pixel 3a or Pixel 3 XL, it's not as durable as other phones that I've had.
I've dropped my iPhone on its face like so many times, and it like
one of those times you're gonna pick it up, it's gonna be all broken.
No, I just get the glass screen protector. You know?
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So speaking of. Sorry, Google will replace Nest thermostats affected by the W5 Wi-Fi error. I don't know if you've had this because you have the Nest thermostats. Have you ran into any of these issues?
No, they work perfectly fine. But if I ran into this issue, like this, I mean, it's super severe. It loses Wi-Fi capabilities.
Yeah, which is like the whole point of your thermostat.
100%. Why? Well, I mean, I don't know. The smart features of it is interesting, and I have both the Nest E and is it just called Nest thermostat?
Yeah.
And it is interesting the way it's supposed to be after like 3 weeks of use, it kind of figures out your routine. And sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm like, it's warm in here. I like it. I didn't even set the heater, but like it knows that I want it this warm, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool, man.
But like losing like the ability to turn it on remotely, which I know sounds silly, but like I really like that. Like if we're coming home from the beach and like I got my pants wet because I ran in the water with Cecil.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you know what? I want to get home. I want it to be warm.
I mean, that's one of the bigger selling points of it, right? And the fact that they know. So basically, Google put out a statement saying that they're aware of the issue. It is a known issue, and basically, if you have that, they're going to be replacing that for you in terms of if they can't fix it, essentially. So that's kind of bullshit as well, because then you like send it in, and then it comes back, and then all of a sudden it's still not working, and then they'll finally replace it. Yeah,
I was gonna say I'm having some issues with my Nest doorbell, where I set it up and for whatever reason it's just pink. It's very pink.
Oh yeah, you were showing us that last week.
Did I show it to you guys,
Yeah.
or did I show it to just you?
Not on the show. It was just us.
Okay. And I've talked to their support, right? The Google or Nest, I guess, support, and it went really smoothly. Where I talked to them via the chat, because right now I guess they're not doing phone calls, but and they very quickly were like, send me the image. They looked at the image and they were like, okay, clearly something's wrong. We're gonna send you a new one. But now it's been like a week and a half, and it's like it still hasn't gotten here, and it's gonna get here in 2 days, and it's just one of those things where it's like I wish this process was a little smoother, because like I have now maybe 10 days of footage of it's all pink.
Yeah, it is interesting that they're starting to come into a little bit more issues with a lot of their hardware on the Nest side. But I want to throw this in here just in case anybody is affected by this. They can get that changed out. That is easily replaceable, well, as easy as it can be, if need be. On to the next, we talked about this a little bit off show last week. The Oculus Quest headset might arrive in September, the new one. Brand new, that new that we were talking about last week off camera. What's interesting about this guy, no OLED screen and a single screen, so not dual displays. Apparently. Again, these are all rumors at this point. We don't know.
What'd you just say? It has one LED screen instead of the two.
No. It would be one LCD screen. Sorry if I said
okay.
OLED.
Instead of the two.
Instead of the two OLED screens. So you're getting a screen downsize, but you're also getting a faster refresh rate. So you're getting about 120 hertz opposed to the 72 hertz that you get on the Oculus Quest.
That's a pretty significant jump, especially with like that actually helps a lot with motion sickness.
I don't want to downgrade though on screen. You know? Like that's my issue. Is that I feel like now that I just bought the Oculus Quest, I feel like I'm okay with not having the new one, because I feel like, yeah, sure, you get a better refresh rate, but like I'm fine with the way my Quest works.
And have you had any motion sickness issues?
No, I don't typically have like any kind of motion sickness, anything. Like issues like that.
Real sturdy then, huh?
Yeah, I'm a real sturdy boy.
That's good. Yeah, me too. I'm not trying to brag about it.
You don't get any motion sickness?
No. I'm I fight that.
Then this sounds like a downgrade to me, because I like the OLED screens. They're going to be trying to slim down and make the headset less heavy, and it looks like they're updating the controller as well, which I'm fine with. But it depends.
What do you mean? You're fine with the controller? Or?
With the old controllers.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, but like once the new ones come out, I'm sure they'll be better. I'm sure the whole thing will be lighter and tighter, right?
Yeah, The image hints at the Oculus might use input similar to the touch hardware that came with the Rift CV1. So basically, everybody was mad originally, I believe, that they stepped down to the non-touch hardware controllers, because it seems like they were going back.
This is one where you can do the fingers?
Yeah, I believe so.
Where like you can be like, click, click, click.
Correct.
And then your guide does it too, and you're like, oh, look at that. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Exactly, that one. So interesting. I'm excited. I mean, I'm not excited because I already got mine, right? But this is coming down the pipeline. I like that they're doubling down on Quest, and I like that you're able to use your Quest with your PC if you want to wire it in, which is really, really cool. I'm excited to get my own music for Beat Saber, which is really exciting. Which I think you told me about that.
Yeah, have you looked into it at all?
Yeah, super easy.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Super easy to do. So if you're looking to get an Oculus Quest, you might want to hold off if you want these new upgrades, because that looks like it's coming September 15th. Kevin, what you know about space?
Oh man, there's a lot of it. You know what I mean? Woo, it's big. You think big is big? No, it's bigger than you think it is by a lot.
So big issue with space travel is radiation. the radiation.
That's right. We don't have that atmosphere protecting us from all them radioactive waves the sun is shooting at you right now.
Why do you sound like a morning show host? Like a morning show radio host.
We're hosting a thing.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I was trying to give more context to your stupid ass story. Go ahead, tell them about the mold.
So the big issue with space travel is a lot of the radiation you can get, and if you were to go to Mars, you get like what is it, like 3 or 60% more than the maximum recommended lifetime radiation that you get in a lifetime. So essentially, Chernobyl mold in Chernobyl helps with guarding the radiation and keeping it out, which is really, really interesting. So one of the biggest so basically North Carolina universities discovered the fungus thriving in the nuclear fallout of Chernobyl blocked radiation on the International Space Station ISS and could be adapted for trips to the moon and Mars. Near the Chernobyl reactor, scientists recently discovered that fungi that multiplies in the still extreme radiation environment, possibly by performing radiosynthesis. In that process, the classroom and sproutsroom.
Did you say classroom? Or that's another word.
How would you pronounce that?
I don't know, man. I don't describe
Cladosferum and the Satosferum fungi may actually feed on radiation by using pigments to perform radiosynthesis that converts gamma rays into chemical energy.
Awesome.
Thank you. With that in mind, the research team decided to do a proof of concept study on the ISS to see how the mold would fare in blocking space radiation. They set up petri dishes with C. Sosferum fungi on one side and a control with no fungi on the other side underneath, and a pair of radiation detectors were connected to Raspberry Pi devices to capture the radiation levels and measure humidity, temperature, flow, and other parameters. The fungi survived just fine in the microgravity environment and lowered radiation levels by nearly 2%. That could rise as much as 5% if the fungi fully surrounded the object. The team calculated, considering the relatively thin 1.7 millimeter fungal lawn, this shows the ability for the C. Sosferum to significantly shield against space radiation.
Cool. We're gonna have spaceships wrapped in mold in space. That's cool.
Look, it's rad. Like, it's cool. It's really
no, yeah. Because before what they use water, because water shields from radiation, but you need a lot of it, and water's heavy. You know?
Yeah, and what they were saying in the article too is they can actually grow this on something like Mars, so they can actually surround bases in it if they want to have a base on Mars.
No atmosphere.
Yeah,
you need that.
So they'd actually be able to wrap it in that to be able to protect from the radiation. And again, they can grow it. They don't have to bring all this like equipment up with them. They could just bring a little bit of the mold and then multiply that as they're up there. So that's really what's cool. Really cool about this is
making Mars a little bit more reachable.
Yeah, and it's not a ton of equipment you're taking out. You can take a couple samples with you, and then you multiply that.
Just let them multiply.
Now those people though are gonna die, right? Like the first people who land on Mars.
No, they got suits. They'll be protected.
Yeah, but like.
But I mean, they'll probably die.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, there's a good chance one of them is gonna go cuckoo and just,
Well, like if they have to put the radiation stuff up, right? Like they're not.
No, because they got the suits on. What's gonna happen is one of them is just gonna lose it and be like the first serial killer on Mars, clean up the whole thing. Yeah,
I mean, that's a good headline.
Because at that point, it's like 5 people that he has to kill, and he can say he killed everyone on Mars.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
What if he just takes over Mars?
Come get him.
Exactly. What if he just takes over Mars?
Now this is my
king of Mars.
Hey, look, he just grew that little thing. Now he's protected.
Yeah, now he's protected.
There you go.
This is a great point. What are they gonna do? Go get the motherfucker?
I mean, I would imagine they'd have to take 3 years to get there.
Don't they have a space force? Space Force is gonna go. Boom.
They do have a space force.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Thank you, Donald Trump.
We knew it was
but like it's interesting. Like, this is another way that like things are a little bit easier to now they have one step less to worry about dealing with the radioactivity of Mars.
Well, it's just it's interesting to me that it's just, that's what radioactivity could do. Like something like nuclear waste can change things to where it's like it could be beneficial. And now obviously Chernobyl is not beneficial in any way, shape, or form. But like,
I mean, now it looks like maybe there's at least one more thing it's throwing in there.
Yeah, and I think that's rad. And I don't know. I thought this was an interesting story to kind of throw in there. Seems like you're not interested in it, you know?
No, what? I'm saying I just said it was interesting.
Well,
I mean, got a special kind of energy today.
I love it. This is the show today. You know, that's the end of the news. Got nothing else to talk about. It's a very light news week. I love the energy everyone came in with today. Kevin out the gate with the fuck yous. I love it. Tombo, did you fix that thing?
I had no idea we were starting.
Oh, I think we just
do the whole thing again.
Okay, well, Tombo didn't fix the thing anyway, so we can't even use any of this.
No, I did fix it.
Wait, what?
Tombo didn't fix the thing.
You're mad.
Well, thank you for joining us on Tech Fever this week. I'm your host, Mike Doherty, as always.
Tombo didn't fix what thing?
I did.
So we can't use any of what?
No, I'm just playing. I fixed your little edge.
The edge. We're talking about the edge.
Oh, got it. Okay. I thought you were...
He's so mad.
I wouldn't be shocked if you're like, hey, we weren't recording.
Actually, was it?
Oh, this is fun. I'm your host, Mike Doherty, as usual. You can follow me at Cheeks_Jr. on Twitter. You can follow everything I do right here on youtube.com/play everything. And Kevin Coello, you can follow him at Kinda Funny Kevin on the Twitters, and you can follow what he does over at youtube.com/Kinda Funny and Kinda Funny Games. Kevin, Screencast goes live.
Well, this week it went live today, so you missed it, you know? But next week, who knows? No one knows what day it'll go live. Originally, we weren't even gonna have a screencast this week, and then it got moved around.
So I mean, it's live now. So go check that out. Go give that a click. Go give that a watch.
But it looks like Thursday next week. Thursday.
All right, that's
around
still up
11.
in the air, ladies and gentlemen. We'll let you know. We'll let you know next week.
Like our space mold. Somewhere up there.
That's terrible. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of Tech Fever. And until next time,
we've got the fever.
I don't like the way you said it.